Welcome to Open Treasure, the Museum of Durham Cathedral. My name's Marie-Therese and I'm the Exhibitions Officer here. We're standing in what's known as the Great Kitchen. It was built in 1366 as the kitchen of the monastery, the Durham Priory as it was then. It's an extraordinary building designed by an architect called John Lewin, who also worked in a lot of stately homes. Locally, one of the other most famous is Alnwick Castle. And he designed an extraordinary building. It's octagonal, 8-sided, and it has a beautifully vaulted roof. The central area of that roof is blocked over now, but it was originally open, and above it was a tower with louvered vents. That had a dual purpose. It let smoke out and it also let air in. There were also 2 large windows, but they were heavily remodelled in the 17th century. The kitchen has had quite an interesting life over the centuries. It was used as the monastic Great Kitchen up until the monastery was suppressed in 1539. There's only one other monastic kitchen of this form and age in the country. That's at Glastonbury Abbey, but that only really served the prior's kitchen. The Great Kitchen here was designed to serve the whole monastery. There's small doors that lead off to the refectory, which is where the monks ate their meals, and other doors led off to various storerooms and outside yards. It's been designed very carefully. Around the walls are fireplaces with chimneys built into them so that the smoke could vent out. Over the centuries, it's been changed a few times, but continued in use as a kitchen right up until the 1940s. After the monastery was suppressed, it continued to serve the deanery and the homes of the cathedral canons. In the 1940s, it then became a storeroom home for the Cathedral Archives. It briefly housed the wonderfully named Paleographic and Diplomatic Department of Durham University. Then it became the Cathedral Bookshop, and if you visited Durham Cathedral before 2012, that's how you might remember it, with walls lined with bookshelves. They moved to their present home in 2012, and we moved in and started turning this into an exhibition space. It's been described as a cathedral in miniature, and so it's a fitting home today for some of the most precious historical and spiritual artefacts in the cathedral's collections, the treasures of St. Cuthbert. And they're certainly one of the highlights when visitors come to Open Treasure.